Hello, good morning, students. Today is transcription number 257 on the speed of 100 words per minute. Start. Sir, I have listened with great interest the discussion on this motion. There are three definitely important points in the report of the select committee. One is about the raising of the age of the boy as well as of the girl. The second point is about the nature of the punishment. Whereas in the original act, the punishment is fine or imprisonment, what is being sought here is that the punishment will be substantial punishment plus fine. The third point is about the nature of investigation into offences under this Act. It is said that offences should be cognizable, bailable, and non compoundable. I agree, sir, that the intention of the Honourable Member who is in charge of this bill is undoubtedly good. I share his enthusiasm for social progress. I also share the view that now that this government is a government of the people, instead of taking a neutral attitude on such matters, the government should take a definite and positive attitude. But in social matters, especially when they concern not a few, not a section, not a class here and there, but practically the whole community, it is only wisdom that we should move with a little caution. In 1929, when the original act was passed, the government of the day undoubtedly laid down a great principle. When it was sought to oppose this particular bill by the orthodox section of the House, on the ground that this House had no jurisdiction to interfere in matters social and religious, it was definitely laid down that when there is a great and corroding evil and there is a promising remedy, it was the duty of the government to remove it by legislation. Undoubtedly, in the year 1929, the evil was very great, and so great was it that even a foreign government felt that it would be justified in interfering with what was obviously a social matter. But things have definitely changed. In the course of the last 20 years, there has been a steady progress and understanding of this problem. No social reform can be abiding in its effect if it merely rests on fear and not on conviction. If people concerned should know that child marriage is a great evil, it is far better that it should be left to them to carry out this reform voluntarily.